Okay, we're good.
Are you? So today we're finishing fixing one of Ross's screw ups. Yesterday he decided to put a little bit of chemical inside this dike. So basically what we've done was we went and grabbed this sump pump here and pumped it out into another mini bolt. Gotta move this, I guess. Probably gotta, Ross might want to unhook that. I'll let him do all the, hey, it's got buttons on the bottom of it. It's got the alligator buttons. There you go. Now you can pull the pump sideways. Alright, so now I'll probably get on the other side here. Whoop. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to try and move this pump over so that we can Alright, so we're dropping this sump pump down in there so then we can suck out the rest of this. There's not much left in here. If the pump will work. Well, I guess the pump ain't gonna work now. Alright, so let's see what's going on with that. So guys, all this here also is an EPA approved facility, and this is how we are apparently supposed to do this according to the EPA. So I'm not really sure, but yeah, we're supposed to pump it out into a barrel and then use it accordingly, which basically means spray it. So Ross is going to put it through his sprayer because it won't go through my injection system. So that's kind of the plan there. Nothing. What'd you say?
Nothing.
You said something. Anyways, but yeah, that's what we're gonna try and do. So I don't know if somebody came out here and plugged this pump in or what, but it's like it's overheated again and it won't work. So I don't know what we're gonna do now. But what Dad wanted us to do was clean this up a little bit, which there really is not much in here. Just maybe a little bit of dirt in one spot, and that's about it. And Dad wants to clean it up. So we're probably gonna end up cleaning that up, but this is kind of taking forever. I mean, it took us like 2 or 3 hours yesterday to get it all figured out, and then it's taking us a little bit of time today, and yeah. We done something and now it's working again. Adrian brought Emma to the farm. So in my last video I had a lot of questions about Dicamba, and I guess I'll go ahead and tell you guys kind of what I was thinking at the time. So some people may not like this, but in my mind that was what I call a commie judge just trying to make their decisions for all of us right in the middle of a growing season, which I did not approve of or agree with. We already have Dicamba beans planted. We can't change that after the fact of the matter that we planted them. In other words, the only way that we can control these weeds that we have issues with is by using Dicamba and Roundup. Now our enlist beans would have been fine, but obviously being the fact of the matter that they outlawed every Dicamba product except for Tavium, and Tavium is really expensive and really high volume and a lot of other things that go along with it. In my mind, they should not be allowed to do that. I never received a letter in the mail telling me how to proceed with the year. The only thing that I seen was what I seen on Facebook. And this is something that has aggravated me since I started doing the spraying stuff. I either A, had to figure out that I was doing something wrong by a fine, or B, had to figure it out through someone else. That should not be allowed to happen. What should be happening is they should be sending you letters in the mail or something along them lines. Not even emails or anything like that. Something in the mail from your state chemist, I think, is what needs to happen. Adrian don't approve of that, obviously, but she's walking away from me. She don't want to talk to me. But yeah, that's my idea behind it. So I had the same issue in Illinois. I did not know that I was supposed to have a certain license, and I got a fine for it. But yeah, that's my standpoint on it. If they're going to go and make these rulings and stuff like that, then they need to come out and say, okay, here's what we're doing, and we're going to send out a letter in the mail. They should have sent out a letter in the mail to every person that has purchased a Bayer product. Just my opinion. Some people might not agree with that, but I think that's what needs to happen. Now, however, I did get online here, and I did find the statement that came from Extend, or from Bayer, and basically they just went over and said that they petitioned for everybody to be able to keep using it throughout this year, and then they're working on a new product for next year. Okay, so in other words, all this work and money that was put into getting this XtendiMax gene taken down is no longer, I mean, you see what I'm saying here? Like, they're just putting out another one next year. And what I think a lot of it is, I think a lot of it is the volume. So with another dicamba that we use, which is called Rifle, the rate for it is like 16 ounces to the acre, okay? It has a 50% dicamba salt. Now, XtendiMax has a 50% dicamba, but it's not the dicamba salt, but you're also running it at 22 ounces. So why are they having us run this rate so high just for it to volatilize and drift? The more that you put on, the more that there is to drift, or the more that there is that doesn't soak up or absorb, and there's more that'll still go away. So I do think that they need to reevaluate and reconstruct or redo the label, basically. I mean, either way they have to, because all the labels are pulled. After July 31st, I think. It was either July 30th or July 31st. Yeah, July 31st. Nothing will continue. So thankfully they've done that petition, and now that leaves us without having to figure out what we're going to do. But there was a huge run on warrant in the last week and a half or so because of this deal. Now, today is 6/10. I only have 10 days left to spray all of my dicamba, which granted, I'm pretty well done spraying dicamba. You guys might not know about it because I don't really talk about it a whole lot. I don't really talk about Extend at all a whole lot. But the other thing that really bothers me is, so they're having us use this XtendiMax, and they're only saying that, well, you can't spray XtendiMax past July 31st. So wait a second, you're saying that I can spray the Diflex that we run on corn, which is the same dicamba and the same formula, just a lower rate, after July 31st? And even after our Indiana cutoff date, we can still spray that? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So somewhere down the line here, there's some misinformation. There's some kind of, I mean, you guys see what I'm saying. Like, everybody always says it's dicamba, but it's actually only labeled that you can't spray XtendiMax, Fexapan, Ingenia, and Tavium past, in Indiana, it's June 20th. So yeah, you guys kind of see my idea on it. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. The other thing that really makes me mad about the whole entire deal is, okay, so I got these two totes right here. These are for dicamba, or for XtendiMax, or whatever you want to call it. And then I also got a tote of XtendiMax over here. I'll show you guys it, because this is gonna blow your mind whenever I tell you how much money I spent on all this stuff. So there's a tote of XtendiMax, 265 gallon, around $50 a gallon. That costed me around $12,500. Okay, and then on top of that, I got them two things over there of Choice Trio. And them two things over there of Choice Trio cost around $5,000 a piece. So Ross, what's 12,000 plus 5,000 plus another 5,000?
That's 22,000.
$22,500 I spent on Extendamax, and they came out on June 3rd, 5 days after I bought it, and said that I couldn't use it. No returns, no way of getting rid of it. They're not gonna pay us back for it. So you guys tell me, who's the bad guy in this situation? Is it us for using Extendamax, or is it the companies that didn't tell us about this 5 days before I bought it? So that kind of ticked me off there. But now we can use it for another 10 days.
That's not of my concern. I don't spray the beans.
But somehow, for some reason, I'll show you guys. So for some reason, this Extendamax that has dicamba in it is labeled to only be used in the state of Indiana until June 20th. All right, so what's this Diflex that Ross sprays? Diglycothamine salt. Okay, so that salt there, what is that salt, Ross?
That's Dicamba.
That's dicamba, isn't it?
Yes. That's what I just said.
So how come you can use this on corn past June 20th, but I can't use Extendamax past June 20th?
Do I look like the braids behind this?
Okay, exactly. You guys see what I'm saying here, though? They're the same thing. So then why are they limiting one chemical but not the other? If they're really gonna chase after this stuff, then limit them both. Just a thought. And then the other thing is, if you get a claim, if you get a dicamba claim, they always chase after the person with the bean field, not the cornfield. No matter when it is, what time of the year it is, anything like that, it's always they chase after the... no. They always chase after the bean guy.
No, y'all always chase after the sprayer guy with dirty hands.
I got my hand up and I will shove that around your neck.
Okay, we're done.
You're done?
No.
You're done?
I'll see. Okay, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you done yet?
I guess so.
So we also are just getting affected by the hurricane, and surprisingly, we're only getting the winds this year from this one.
Yeah.
So, in case you guys don't know, we are in that like perfect spot where
It just goes right around us.
well, sometimes we hit it. It hits us and we get a lot of rain out of it, and sometimes it goes right around us and we just get the wind. And this year right now we're getting the wind. Who knows what the next one that they have will do, but yeah. So that's why we are stuck here not doing anything, me and Ross, because we have what did we have yesterday? Up to 50 mile an hour wind?
No, it was like 20.
No, it got up to 40.
It might have been a 20 mile an hour wind, but I did see a 35 mile an hour gust.
It hit 40. I was watching it. I know it did.
39.9. Gotta get technical.
He's always arguing with me.
It's not hurricane. It's not hurricane.
It's a tropical storm.
Tropical storm.
It's not a hurricane, it's a tropical storm.
Tropical storm.
But yes, being in Indiana, a tropical storm from Mississippi does affect us somehow.
Really Mississippi.
Where's that one at then?
I'm not really sure. I think Arkansas.
What? Augie, are you on some?
Washington State.
Are you on some like extra crack today?
Washington State.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess that's a little better. So what I'm out about doing now is looking at fields, and I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys something. It's irrigator season. That's right. The corn is getting some water that is well needed. You know what? Some water sounds a little bit nice for me too. Guess that one's plugged there, and that one's got too much wind blowing on it. Well, bummer, don't look like I'm getting wet today. Oh well. But yeah, corn's getting a little bit of water, so that's about all that matters. Man, it's dry. I promise you guys I'm not out on a razor right now. Dad was a little bit reluctant because he was more worried about me playing than working, so we'll see how long this lasts. You can just see how much the wind is blowing. That water should be hitting me. The wind's blowing like 20 mile an hour plus, so that's why it's not shooting out here all the way to the road. But the corn looks like it's loving the water, so I'll leave it be. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but right there is where the sprayer drove through whenever we was spraying it. The beans are coming back out of it. You can see they're just a little bit smaller, but not really enough to make a difference. So yeah, the beans do come back out of it. I've had a lot of questions about that. The beans do come back out of it. The one good thing about this razor is it straddles these rows about perfect for coming out here and doing this. So yeah, it's not that bad. Didn't know I bought a razor to do this, but hey, whatever works, right? But I'm not really seeing too terribly much. I did see a little bit of clover, some grass, and some other things. Not a whole too terribly lot to be worried about, but enough to be worried about, I guess. So maybe whenever we come back home, I might hit it with probably some intensity or something like that to get rid of this volunteer corn and probably kill the grass and stuff like that off. So here I got some wheat starting to yellow up. Still pretty wet. I'd say probably about another 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks, we'll be cutting it. That's what I'd say. Yeah, I'd give it about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and we'll be cutting it. Granted, if this sun comes out, it might come a little bit quicker. Woo! Exciting! So, I got some mail today. I got a sticker. And they put it on their truck. So, I'm thinking that I am going to stick it on the razor and continue my massive collage of stickers that I'm trying to build. So, thinking like right there, put another sticker on there. It's not cleaned up, but I'll clean it up and put it on. But yeah, thank you, Brandon. Thank you for the sticker. I'll put it to some good use, and I'm sure you'll see a lot more of it because there's actually going to be a really cool video coming out on that razor whenever I get done building it and putting stuff on it. But yeah, anyways guys, that's probably gonna be all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, follow the farm Instagram, Facebook page, use code RISH100 for $100 off FBN membership. And I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired, so I'll see you guys next time.